Hi, new DM!
If you're new to running Dungeons and Dragons and you have a low-level party, looking at this monster manual, there's a lot of stuff in here.
We're gonna cut through the noise and show you our favorite stat blocks for low-level encounters.
Ready, go.
Hi, I'm Michael.
And I'm Adam. And today we're bringing you specifically low-level encounters that feel like epic-level confrontation.
All right, we're giving you a list of 10. Adam's doing 5 and I'm doing 5.
And we have a few things that we have considered to pick these 10. Number 4 things, to be precise. The first thing is we are looking specifically for monsters that are challenge rating 3 through 6.
Yep, stuff that's really good for low-level party or small groups or a whole bunch of level 1s, but you got like 10 party members.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
you know how it goes. But number 2 qualification is that we're looking for things that, since they don't have legendary actions at this level, things that you can have only 1 or 2 of them and still have it be interesting. So we're looking for things with either multi-attack, so they can make multiple attacks per turn, or things with special mechanics to make the combat seem interesting.
Oh yeah. Number 3, we've got straight out of the monster manual. They're going to be exact. We're not doing any homebrew. This is exactly what you got. If you got the book online or otherwise, you're going to have access to this.
Yep, and so this is great for new DMs where this is all you have. Open up to the page and you can run it right there.
What's number 4?
You know, I don't remember what our 4th qualification was.
Number 4 is they're awesome.
Totally.
And starting with monster number A. Old women. We refer to them as hags in this book.
But don't in real life.
Yes, don't. Don't tell anybody I said that. That's kind of rude. One of my favorites is just out of the gate is the hag stat blocks. Whether it's the CR2, CR4, CR5, I believe, the night hag, the green hag, and the other hag. Either way.
Yes, the other hag.
Yes, that we call her the other hag.
Typically, the arch hag would be but that one's really really high.
These
green and night.
Yes. What I really like about these stat blocks is the fact that they all have their own theme around like bags or crazy magical twists, and it also already sets up a potential continuation of a party's evolution throughout time. So maybe one player had made a deal with a hag, and now their mission is to go out and kill all the other hags or something like that. It would explain throughout the level up of why they're going out and hunting these hags.
Yeah, and also all the hags have cool stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
even the lowest level, the sea hag at CR2, they have a cool like glare that like paralyzes or whatever. And the green hag at challenge rating 3, don't quote me on that. They start to get multi-attack and spell casting and all sorts of cool stuff.
Specifically, the night hag that I really like has a bag that casts nightmare or dream.
The hag bag?
The hag bag. So you can give your party terrifying nightmares.
Yeah, so the hag is just a really good all-around. You can do it at any CR, and it's going to be epic.
Yep. We'll be doing a video later about how to run nightmares.
Perhaps. However, our number 2...
B. Number B.
Number B to II is going to be the Manticore. The Manticore is a really cool low-level encounter. It's CR3. The Manticore not only is a great lair boss, or at the end of a dungeon, it's guarding the treasure, or it's in a cave and it's been bothering a nearby town. They have flying. They have multi-attack. And they have a cool tail with spikes on it that they can shoot at a range, so they can fly up and start shooting spikes at people. It gives your players the ability to solve complex problems at a low level. Like, hey, this thing's up in the air. We can't reach it. What do we do? Then maybe it lands and it makes a couple attacks and it takes off again or something.
It can also be used for like a town under attack by Manticore. Quick, help us out.
Yeah. So what is number 3?
Number 3 is my personal favorite out of the whole list, which is a swarm of claws.
Clawing Rawls.
Jeez. I'll put the name up right here. Swarm of crawling claws. So, this stat block is not super, like, oh my gosh, terrifying. It's not the this thing's going to kill your party members. My favorite thing about this is the fact that it's just horrifying to describe.
It's really creepy.
Yes, especially because I once ran Hold Back the Dead, one shot where you defend against hordes of undead, and the skeletons threw bags containing these swarm of crawling claws over the defensive walls. So, describing all these hands just crawling on the players and starting to suffocate them, it's just so great. It's wonderful.
Great.
I may or may not have killed my cousin with this. It's with the player that they were playing.
In game.
Yes. What's number 4? What's number C?
A ghost.
Paper.
Paper, snow, a ghost.
Number 4 is going to be a ghost. Now, ghosts are really cool in D&D in that they can possess players and then they can use that player's stat block to go hit their friends. However, a note about this, it's really fun. It's at a low CR. It looks like it is at CR4 is what I have written down. But the big issue with ghosts / the fun thing about ghosts as well is that it requires cooperation between the DM and the players. So if the players are not cool with their player being possessed and they're not going to act possessed and have it be fun, like, oh my gosh, I secretly got possessed and now I attack all out on my friend and everyone's like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
It's really fun if everybody's in it. But if people are not vibing with it or not playing along, it's not fun at all.
True.
So please take that with a grain of salt.
You need to know your players to know if this is going to be good. But it can be fantastic.
Yes. It's a really cool dungeon boss fight if you do it right and everyone's on board.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And number 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, E. Number E.
We have a basilisk / Gorgon.
Yes. The basilisk and the gorgon both have a fun effect, which is the petrification effect. It slowly erodes and turns them to stone, which as personal experience is fun when you see one of your party members slowly turning to stone and not knowing what to do, and they're like, what are we supposed to do? Quick, kill the thing and move on as best you can, get them to the healer, or all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so the basilisk is going to be at CR3, while the gorgon is at CR5.
Mm-hmm.
The basilisk is really fun. It's a big lizard in D&D with 6 legs, and it is really fun to do maybe a nest. Maybe if they're a little higher level, do 2 basilisks, and they have a nest of eggs that are needed by the local village or whatever. The end, all of these things that we're giving you today are great ends to an arc.
Oh yeah. There's also foreshadowing you can do with these by having a bunch of statues that randomly appear in the middle of the forest or the swamp or whatever.
Yeah.
So, the gorgon has a petrifying breath, whereas the snake ones have a petrifying gaze.
Yes. And both are fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gorgons belong a little more in dungeons than
Yes.
out in the wild, whereas basilisks you can run into anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So
And number F.
we're getting so lost on our numbers. The next one we've got for you is elementals. Elementals at challenge rating 5 are a fantastic one-of to throw at a low-level party. Maybe don't throw a ton of them at them.
Oh yeah.
But a low-level party coming upon an earth elemental, awesome. Earth elementals have a cool ability called stone glide stone. Stone gliding stone.
Earth glide.
Earth glide. Where they can actually move seamlessly through solid stone. And at the end of their turn, they can use their movement. They can just go into the ground seamlessly. Like they don't burrow into the ground. They just down to the ground. And then the party doesn't know where they are. And they come back up later and do more attacks. And so the party has to hold their actions. Like where'd it go?
This is especially good when you throw 1. I made the mistake once of throwing 4 at a higher level party, and oh my gosh, it just took forever. Everything had resistances, everything. So throw your 1 at a low level party, it's exceptionally awesome.
Yes. Especially earth elementals are my favorite. especially if they're discovering ancient ruins or there's an old temple. Maybe this is a guardian. They do something or enter into the final area and it triggers this earth guardian that comes up out of the ground and attacks them.
Oh yeah, I like water elementals if you're in an underwater section of your campaign. Like if you're all underwater and something seems to punch you and you can't really tell what it was, and they have to figure out to like see the shifting water swimming around. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was number, I believe, 5. I've kind of lost the number system at this point.
Nah. Number F. We've got the Flesh Golem. So this Flesh Golem's artwork is already fantastic. I'm putting it up on screen, and it just looks like this terrifying monster of lightning and zombifiedness. It's pretty great. My favorite thing about this stat block is the fact that it's both weak to fire and strong to lightning, as well as the fact that it has a bloodied berserk condition. These sorts of things are what make combat memorable. A built-in phase 2 kind of situation in a low-level arc.
Exactly. In low levels, it's really hard to get phase 2s, but at this point, you can, as soon as they get it bloodied, which is less than half HP, you can describe the changes that are going on as it enters its berserk state.
And it's thematic as well, because you can describe the scene like a Frankenstein lair with this experiment that has gone wrong and destroyed all kinds of things. And you walk in and there's lightning shooting across the room. So you can give foreshadowing that it's heals on lightning attacks, and you could say that it's a dark room to theme that there's afraid of fire.
Fits perfectly into horror campaigns, gothic campaigns, steampunk campaigns, whatever it is you really want. You could even make it high fantasy too with a necromancer or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So flesh golems are definitely a cool one, especially in the new stat block. But going forward, we have some of our higher stat blocks now. So at CR5, I have the boulette for you. Any aficionados, or is that the right word? Anybody who particularly enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3 is probably going to be familiar with boulettes. But
if they took the Underdark passage.
But yeah, that doesn't exist. But I've been running them since I very first started playing D&D. They're such a fascinating stat block to me. It's this massive land shark, really. It's this massive creature that burrows through the land, and it's just a big boy. And it'll come out, it'll start making these powerful bite attacks, and so your players are going to be like, oh my gosh, this bite attack's really strong, let's get away from it. And so they start to get away, and it has this leap attack that just covers the entire battlefield and just lands on them, knocking them prone on top of them.
And then bites more.
And then bites them. So it's just that moment of, shoot, we were not supposed to be here. Or it burrows underneath and it leaps up out of the ground and goes and leaps onto them. It's just such a cool stat block, especially for subterranean delving.
Oh, yeah.
So dungeons, caves, underground catacombs, ruins. Even out in the middle of the desert, you can show up. So
you can build a lot of ambiance with them, too. You hear the sound of, like, burrowing nearby. And then you progress more, and then it keeps going like that. I do remember the first time I've ever had a bullet thrown at me, which was this guy. And I was like, everybody run away. And everybody else knew that they had jump attacks, but our characters didn't. And boy, was that leap fun. To almost die to.
They're fun.
My character melted them down for parts.
You could even have bad cultists or something riding them.
True. Or Underdark creatures and stuff like that, having tamed them. Ooh, I do have a pirate that tamed her boulette in my campaign. I forgot about that.
But this is another stat block right out of the book. Already fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Up next, on our second to last one, whatever letter we're on, Y. Number
that
Y.
That makes sense. It's second to last.
Yeah. Is the Troll stat block. So some veterans of D&D would know that this is a very popular encounter. And know that there are weaknesses and strengths to the trolls. So if you don't want to be spoiled of the super cool weaknesses and super cool stuff, click to the next one.
Right now, because we're about to give it away.
They apparently have a version to fire and acid.
Yeah. So
already, I love built-in weaknesses to anything. It prevents them from healing, basically. The new stat block has some fun interactions with cutting off limbs and those limbs becoming alive and attacking further, which interacts with like summoning minions already into the mechanics of the thing.
And now we're back to crawling claws.
Yeah, more hands. Gotta throw hands.
But yeah, trolls in general, first of all, are really thematic as well because they just write so well into your story.
Oh yeah.
There's a troll in a cave, a troll under a bridge. There's a troll that's been guarding this passage that they have to use to get to the other city.
Mhm.
Whatever it is, trolls have been in our mythologies and storytelling for a long time.
Technically we're trolls because we live in Michigan and we live under the bridge. In case you didn't know, Michigan fun fact.
Yeah, I would say, and I'm a troll because I played League of Legends. So,
Nice.
automatic.
Well, nothing more about trolls that I can think of.
Yeah, so that brings us to our last one of the day, number Z. And that's going to be at CR6, which is our highest CR of this video, the Wyvern. The Wyverns are really fun because they can be encountered in any terrain, any ecosystem. It is a flying creature, which is inherently a really fun mechanic to fight with your players and have it flying around and coming down and swooping in. But also they have a tail stinger.
Oh yeah.
And the tail stinger deals a ton of poison damage if they can't succeed on their constitution save.
Wyverns also have a great, their lore is incredible for almost a whole lot of book series and movies and stuff like that. So you can draw inspiration on all of that.
Yeah, maybe there are wyvern riders. Maybe these are a wild population of wyverns. Maybe the wyvern built its nest where they need to get the special herb from.
Maybe the wyverns and the dragons are at war and you need to pick a side.
But whatever it is, wyverns can fit into any campaign. They're really fun, like epic level fights for low level parties. And after they fight them, they're probably going to try to harvest that tail venom. And then you can give them like a couple vials of venom.
Wyvern poison.
Leads to some fun stuff later on.
Oh yeah.
So,
or it sits in their inventory for the whole campaign.
Couldn't be me.
Definitely hasn't happened.
So, those are our top 10-ish, top Z monsters for low-level parties. We'll probably come back to you with a video of higher-level boss monsters at some point. And, well, stay legendary.
Yep. Stay resistant and buy the monster manual to get these accessed.
And press the like and subscribe button.
Oh yeah, that's important too. Quick! How long are we gonna wait? Oh no! Have you not prepped a battle for your low-level cardi? Cardi?
Cardi.
Cardigan.
Cardi time.
Oh no! Oh no! Have you not prepped for your low-level party encounter? We got you. Watch this video and we'll. Hi, new DM.
I do. Hang on. We got something.
Beginning with number 1, we've got the old ladies.
No.
Hi, I'm Michael.
And I'm Adam.
And we're here to tell you about our favorite. We already did this. We already told.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.